안녕하세요. Welcome to KCCLA's Virtual Korean Language and Culture series. I'm Jennifer Jang Kim, one of the instructors in the KCCLA language program. And this is episode 1, Korean Greetings. Korean culture and language have some unique traits, such as the many speech levels, honorific, and humble forms. I'll explain some of them, and you'll also learn Korean customs to see how people greet each other and show respect for other people. You'll also learn alternative ways of saying hello and goodbye. So let's get started. This is the KCCLA Virtual Korean Language and Culture series, Episode 1, Korean Greetings. As you'll notice throughout this series, there are many differences between Korea and other countries. But even within just one country, there are many variations, and there are also differences accounting for generations. Language and customs change constantly. When two people meet up, the younger or more junior person should be the first to say hello. The person should speak in a bright, clear, and loud voice, and they should also bow. I'll talk more about bowing next. If it's appropriate to shake hands, the older or more senior person is the one who initiates the handshake. You'll learn more about handshakes in episode 2. Bowing is a big part of Korean culture, and it's an important way of showing respect. When you bow, face the other person. Bow from the waist, usually about 30 degrees. Keep your hands at your side, and don't make eye contact. Look down at the floor or ground. This is a light 15-degree bow. It shouldn't just be a head bob, though. This is a standard 30-degree bow. It's the most common one. Next is the more sincere 45-degree bow. To make it even more respectful, you can also hold both hands over your belly button. That's why this is sometimes called 배꼽인사, or belly button greeting. Here are all three bows again for comparison. Korean culture has been very influenced by Confucian ideology, and Confucianism has changed much over the past 2,500 years and continues to change even today. Some key features of Confucianism is to be respectful to others, to uphold proper relationships, whether it's with a ruler, parent, spouse, child, sibling, or friend. Confucianism also tells us to be sincere in our speech and actions. That's why bowing sincerely is so important. Many companies first teach their new recruits how to bow and greet people properly so as to maintain a positive public image of the company. Children are also taught from an early age how to bow and greet elders. Next, let's cover speech levels with different ways of saying thank you. You probably already know these. 고맙습니다 is an example of formal polite speech. It's used to be respectful and also is appropriate for professional situations. The informal polite 고마워요 is still polite but not as formal. People learning Korean often call this the yo form. The casual 고마워 is appropriate between close friends or to someone younger, often in a non-professional context. This is called the casual form, but it's different than just saying thanks in English. The speaker picks the appropriate level depending on who their listener is and whom they're talking about. When in doubt, go with the informal polite. But when you watch Korean dramas or movies, listen for these and other speech levels. Korean also has a subject honorific form. This is where you show extra respect for the subject of your sentence, who may or may not be the same person as the listener. Using the question, are you busy? We can ask, 바쁘세요? This expresses honor or respect for the person who is the subject of the sentence, even in the informal polite yo form. 바빠요 is informal polite, and while it doesn't honorify the subject, it's still polite. 바빠 is casual, and this is used to people you're very close with or perhaps to younger people, often in a non-professional context. But most of the phrases covered in this episode are subject honorific. Next, let's cover the humble form. Aside from honorifying the subject or listener, we can humble ourselves when speaking. You probably already know the expression 처음 뵙겠습니다, which is used to say, it's nice to meet you. This is actually humble because 뵙다 is the humble form of 보다, to see. Before we look at alternative ways of saying hello, let's look at the basic ones. 안녕하세요. 안녕. 식사하셨어요? Is honorific and literally means, did you eat? Koreans often use this as a way of saying hello around mealtimes and to express concern for the other person's well-being. 요즘 어떻게 지내세요? Literally means, how are you doing these days? 요즘 is these days, and 어떻게 is how. People also sometimes ask, 별일 없으시죠? 별일 is some kind of happening. So you're making sure nothing bad's been happening. Sort of like, is everything okay? Now, before we turn to alternative ways of saying goodbye, let's cover the basics. 안녕히 가세요 means go well where the listener is leaving. 안녕히 계세요 means stay well where the speaker is leaving and the listener is staying behind. And there's the casual 안녕, which works for both. 다음에 또 뵙겠습니다 means see you again next time. And this is both humble and formal polite. 다음에 또 연락할게요 means I'll contact you again next time. Another way of saying goodbye is to say 조심해서 들어가세요. This means please go back home safely. 먼저 일어나겠습니다. This is used when you're at a meeting or gathering and you have to leave first. It literally means I'm getting up or leaving first. Finally, let's learn our proverb for the episode. 무소식이 희소식이다. 무소식 means no news, and 희소식 means good news. Just like the English expression, no news is good news. Thank you for watching episode 1 of the KCCLA Virtual Korean Language and Culture series. This has been an episode of the KCCLA Virtual Korean Language and Culture series. If you're in LA, we hope you'll soon have the opportunity to visit us in person at 5505 Wilshire Boulevard in the Miracle Mile. Meanwhile, please visit our website at www.kccla.org. And please follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for notifications, like, comment, and share. Thank you. 감사합니다.